If you're going through a difficult time or facing a crisis in your life and everything feels overwhelming, so this video is for you. Hi, I'm Nurse Papa and welcome back to my channel. The goal of this channel is to raise the awareness of women's health and to share some simple and reliable medical health tips. If you hear about the news and recent events in Iran, my home country, you know that is a very hard situation for my people and for all Iranian people around the world. So I decided to record a video and say some mental health tips to help my people, for any people who needs to know that how to manage their stress or how to be calm in crisis and in difficult situations. So be with me, follow me and subscribe my channel, and if you like it you can share it with anyone who needs. In difficult times and difficult situations, our body goes into a survival mood. When we feel unsafe or overwhelmed, our brain releases stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. These hormones are meant to protect us, make our heart beat faster and our breathing quicker and our thoughts more intense. That's why we feel anxious, restless, or emotionally overwhelmed. It's not because something is wrong with us, it's because that's our body trying to keep us safe. But when the stress lasts for the long time, our body stays in this state, and that's when we feel exhausted, disconnected, or unable to relax. So learning how to calm our body in this situation and in any kinds of crisis, not only in wars or earthquakes, but also in hard situations like losing someone you love or something like that, is not a luxury. It is something we truly need. These days feel heavier than usual. My mind is full and my heart feels far away. Thinking about my country, about the people I love, about everything that I can't control. And sometimes it's too hard. And it's too much, you know. Just Iranians can understand these situations, but let's continue this. So I started do some simple and small things, not to fix everything, but to feel a little better. And I want to share with you these simple things to help you to calm yourself if you're in a hard situation like me. And I hope it would be helpful and useful for all of you. So, number one is breathing. One of the first things that helps me is breathing. When we're stressed, our breathing becomes fast and shallow, and that keeps our body in a stress state. So I slow it down on purpose. There are lots of techniques for breathing. One of the most common one is 4-7-8 technique. If I want to explain it for you, breathe in throughout your nose for 4 seconds. Then hold your breathing for 7 seconds. Then exhale slowly throughout your mouth for 8 seconds. Breathing reduces stress by activating the parasympathetic nervous system and stimulating the vagus nerve, which slows heart rate and lowers the blood pressure, effectively reversing the fight or flight response. This tells my body that I'm safe. Number 2 is silence. Even a few moments of silence can help calm the nervous system. It reduces mental simulations and gives the brain a chance to reset. Number 3 is news break. Constant exposure to stressful news keeps our body in a stress response. Taking breaks between the news, for instance, 2 or 3 times a day, helps lower cortisol levels, and protects our mental health. Number 4 is writing. Writing helps process emotions. It reduces overthinking and creates mental clarity. Number 5 is music. Soft music can slow down the heart rate and breathing and helps regulate our emotional state. Number 6 is movement. There's no difference between any kinds of movements. We can just exercise or dance or anything. Gentle movement helps release built up tension in the body and can lower stress hormones. Number 7 is small rituals. Simple routines like making tea create a sense of safety and control, which helps calm the brain. Number 8 is connections. Human connections release oxytocin, which helps reduce stress and creates a feeling of safety. And the last one is mindset. Reminding ourselves about what we can and what we can't control can help reduce the anxiety and bring a sense of stability. At the end, it's okay to feel everything and blame yourself about you can't control anything, and still look for small moments of peace. Maybe the journey of healing is just this: breathing, writing, feeling, and staying soft. And thank you so much for watching my video. If you like it, please like and subscribe my channel and share it with someone who needs it. Thank you very much. Goodbye.